Watch next week. You've been watching the Locker Room Chat.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. And Mike and I are just tickled to death to be here tonight.
Yeah, good to hear old Jerry sing it.
Yeah, sure was. Got a good little old intro song there. Does good. Let's see, Mike. Anyway, want to welcome everybody to tonight's show, and we're going to see what we can come up with here. Mike's got some film. I don't have any film at all. I mean, Wesley and I and his little buddy, fishing buddy there, and went to Cherokee there Saturday, and man, I tell you what, worst wedding I've ever had.
Yeah, well, that's...
I mean, my billfold was soaking wet, and I had a pretty good little rain suit. You know, it wasn't that cold, but it didn't work too well. That water run down my neck, you know, and then I was soaking wet from head to toe.
I told you to take an umbrella, but you didn't listen.
Well, you know, there were several people up there. Several of the captains of the boats had umbrellas, and I thought, well, I had one under the seat of the truck, and I said, shucks, I don't need an umbrella. But, man, I wished I'd have had one.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about, you know, I got a couple of those 55-gallon plastic drum, you know, the big drum bags for garbage and stuff. I've got a couple of them in the boat. I could have just slipped one of them on like a poncho and probably been a lot better off.
They call that fisherman's luck. That's a wet hind end and a hungry gut.
I guess it is, Mike. I don't know. But anyway, I got wet. And but them boys fished hard, and we fished shallow and semi-deep, but I think I don't know why. I think some boys from Seymour won the thing, but we didn't see anybody catching any fish, you know, and that kind of thing. So it was a tough day for us. It really was, and you know, I used to fish that lake a lot, and because it was on the tournament circuit, and we fished it a lot and done pretty well at times up there. But anyway, was up there last year. We never got hardly above 0.4, and I thought, well, this year we're going to go on up the lake, but we didn't go quite far enough. Made it up there to 0.13, 14, somewhere in that, kind of right across from German Creek was as far as we got, and you know, the fish were caught on up in the lake, or on up in the river, from what I was told. But anyway, like I said, got soaking wet. But you know, them boys there, they fished, Wesley and his buddy Caleb Corbin, but it just wasn't, you know. The bottom line was this: all the fish, as I was fishing these points and stuff, and we started out shallow, back in some shallow water there, and didn't do any good. And I said, we went back out a little bit, guys. I said, I'm not seeing any fish on the electronics here till we get out there in that 30, 35 foot of water. So, I mean, you know, we were in 10 foot, 12, 15 foot of water to start out with. just didn't see anything. I mean, it was just like there wasn't a fish around. But anyway, so I got down in the boat and got them some heavy jigs out, and wind was up. You know how Cherokee is, Mike, when it coming down that lake from up towards German Creek, and time it gets to the dam, it's rolling.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had a hard time staying off the bank, and but there again, when I dialed in on these points and stuff, and that 30, 25 to 35, 40 foot of water, that's where the fish showed up. Anywhere else, you couldn't find one hardly on the fish find. So, but they didn't do any good. We're just going to wait to try them again on the next go round and see what's going to happen.
I'm just glad it wasn't real cold.
Well, I am too.
It would have been really miserable.
Oh, it would have been. Rain and it 50 degrees. You can't hardly. I mean, if you get wet, you're froze to death.
Froze to death.
Yeah, that's a fact. There's no two ways about it. So anyway, we'll move right along here, and want to say hello to Dad, to Bill, Paul Harrison, Lower Larry Melton, and Mike Pennington there. Larry, I got your message, and we're going to do a little demonstration here in a little bit on these decals, and making sure that we, show you up there how to get those things on your mirror or windows without any trouble. They're a little hard to get started. That's the only problem. Once you get that thing separating, and it's just real, they come apart. I mean, opens up pretty easy.
So you bought you another aerator for you live well there and talked to Richard. How's Micah doing?
He didn't say, and he was. I could tell he was in a rush, and he didn't say, but when I talked to him a month or so ago, Mac was doing good, and hopefully he still is, and just say hello to him. He may be tuned in.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm had to get a new aerator pump from a live well, and Wesley and I got it put in there last night, and got to finish it up. You got to scoot the tank over, gas tank's got to be scooted over, and do all the hosing and all that kind of stuff back there. And I don't care what kind of boat you got, there ain't a whole lot of room in the back of it.
Oh, no.
No, you got to stand on your head and
That's right.
Everything in the world to get in there and get stuff. So now I know why they put it all together before they put the boat together.
Yeah.
Yeah, two ways about it. But nothing ever lasts forever, and that the aerator pump finally went out in the other week, and so got a new one in, just got to finish up. All righty. Let's see, Mike. I know Bill's tuned in. What else we got going on? You got some film from where?
Watch Bar. I went down a little while there Sunday and fished Watch Bar.
Yeah. Okay. But you had almost 13 minutes of film, but you didn't do too good. What?
As far as the keepers, crappie, nope. But I sure went through 24 minnows before you could spit.
Well, what was up with that?
It was a little crappie and a stripe mostly. Seemed like that was the only thing that was biting.
Well,
But it was a real nice day, I know that.
A real nice day. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Sure do. I'm going to do this right here. I hope, Larry Melton, I hope this is, I hope I can get this thing started myself. But what you got right here is like 2 sheets of wax paper, and they do come apart. You just got to get, you know, you want naturally this would be the side that you'd be looking at. This is the back of it, and this is the front that would be on the outside of the showing on your back window glass or side glass, wherever you want to put it. The trick to this thing is getting this thing started off, and I usually bend the corner down out here like this, and then bend it back, and then see if that don't give me a place to get my fingernail in, and then if it doesn't, I lay it down flat and take my pocket knife and just easing under that corner. And you're peeling the back side off and keeping the decal on the front, the side that you want to stick out would be facing you. Man, this thing is hard to start. And let's see if I can get it going right here, maybe. Oh, we're real close. I think we might.
Yeah.
I mean, they are hard to get started when you don't have any fingernails to work with. And oh, there we, nope, I thought I had it.
They make a
yeah, and
transfer on that. It's more like a masking tape.
Well, I'm still working with it. We're almost there. Dylan, you may have to come over here and start this thing for me. I'm going to keep Larry in suspense until I get it started, but it will peel off once you get it set. You know, you got to get it started. I believe we got it right there, or did I? Awful close. But they are hard to start, and my granddaughter's husband, Caleb Wilson, he can grab one up and have it peeled off before I can even think about it. But I have trouble with it, I really do. And but they will separate. And where's my scissors at?
Sure, he said you had trouble licking a postage stamp too.
Yeah, I know it. She's probably right. She's probably right. But these things are, I mean, my fingernails are just unreal.
You should have got Caleb to start.
I should have I should have got Caleb to start this thing for me, and then I'd already had it done. But anyway, I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's go to the film, Mike, and while we're watching the film, I'll see if I can get this thing started here.
Okay.
All right, take us to the film, Dylan.
Okay, folks, I'm down here at Caney Creek. I'm going to try this new trolling motor out here. Had to make me a adapter plate here to set it all on where we wouldn't have to drill extra holes and everything. Got it all on there. I'm going to try it out here with this Automotive Deploy and see what it does. So hang with us and we'll stick it in the water and see what we can do. I'm pressing the right buttons or not. It says it's on spot lock right now, so we'll park the truck and see what's going on. Okay, folks, I'm taking the anchor button off and turning the prop back on. And, I can drive it back over here to me. Whoop. Wrong way there, dummy. All right. See what. Turn the motor off and get stowed. That's all there are to it. All right, we'll get out here and get them some mineral and see what we can do with them. All right, we're showing 69.5, showing some scattered fish and minnows and stuff down here, about 20 foot deep. So we'll check a few things out here and maybe we can get on a few. So hang with us and remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. Okay, folks, that's the first one. He's too little. We're going to throw him back and see if we can find something a little bigger. Got him down there about 24 foot, so we'll try it again. All right, there's another one. He's too little too. Find a place that's got more bigger fish in it anyway. Well, put him back. Try again. All right. Number 3, like I say, any of them are, but they're just too little. We'll try another, and if it don't be no good, we'll move. Dropping, he ain't gonna make it either. I don't know where the better ones is at, but we'll keep hunting. Okay. Seems like that's all there are little around here. All up and down this ledge right here, just little fish. I don't know. We'll try a few more minutes. Thought that was a good crappie, but it was a stripe. All right. Another little. Don't think he'll make it either. That's about 8 inches. Put him back, see if we can get another. Okay, folks, there's another small one. Just can't seem to find any dang keepers at all. I don't know what's going on here with that. Beat around on them a little bit longer here. Maybe find another spot. All right, well, I finally found a keeper. Oh, that ain't something. Finally found a keeper. All right, we put him in the box. See if we can get another. That's a nice one. Okay, folks, that seems to be like all I can do is catch these dadgone stripes. Alright. See what we got, another little bitty one. Hey. Got one good one and a bunch of little ones. Put him back, maybe he'll grow up. Yep, there's another. Just ain't big enough for nothing. See what happens. Got another little one. Seem to be plenty of them down there. All right. Another crappie. This ain't no size, too. Yeah. Put him back. Maybe he'll grow a little more. Alright. Yep, that's what I thought. Another little one. My goodness. My goodness. Just ain't big enough. Alright. I got another nice keeper. Dang, hard to come by, that's for sure. I keep that, he broke back at one time. But that makes 2 eaters, so we'll stay after them. There you go. That's another one. Yeah, I've caught 30 or 40 of them rascals. All they do is just eat your manners up. Let's see. Them big old stripe out here breaking. Oh yeah. So we got to be careful with them dang treble hooks. Them dang stripe, that's for sure. Bass in them or not. All right. I think that'll keep. Last minute. Just checking and see. Oh yeah, 10 and a half. That makes 3. Still out there in that 22 foot of water. Well, I guess we'll ease in here and see what's going on with these bass. We might get one of them to bite here, and we'll try it and see.
Thing here, let's see. All right, Mike, we're back.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything here on the studio out of your volume, and you said you needed to set it up.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's.
I'm
I
hoping.
heard that some of it there when I was going about the trolling motor.
Yeah.
But then after that, I didn't hear
It should have been playing back. I don't know what happened to it afterward, but anyway, I'm hoping that the viewers got to hear what you had to say, because we didn't hear a word of it here on the studio.
No.
But we did hear you talking about your trolling motor.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what changed, but hopefully somebody would have called in. Tell us about the fishing trip, and then I'll get to showing this decal.
Well, like I say, I went through them minnows pretty quick with them little old bitty crappie and the stripe. It just seemed like it was one right after the other. Just fast you'd get the minnows on, drop it down there, and one grab it and stripe and take the minnow off the hook or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And all I managed was that one. It was about 10 and a half, and then probably that one was 12, 13 inches or something, and the other one was close to 14 there. I had three crappie they'd keep, and I went in and started out shallow and worked my way back out, and I didn't really catch anything till I got out there 20 foot or so.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if that's for us. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve and Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I got your text the other day.
Yeah.
All I need to know is what all colors that I've got an option of.
Shucks, we've got about a dozen colors. Let's see, Mike. Just hold on just a second. I've got this brilliant orange right here. That's one of the colors. We've got silver, we've got white, we've got black, we've got 2 shades of green. I call one of them chartreuse. The other one is, I don't know what color green. I'll show you one of them here in just a second. We've got red, black, heck, let me just pull one out here and let you look at it. And there's a black one. And then we got the red ones, you know, and that kind of thing. I got silver. Here's the green that I'm talking about. Dylan, yeah, that's the green that I've got, and I've got another green that looks pretty good too. Yeah, right there it is. And here's what I call the chartreuse. I'm looking through a plastic bag with it, but it doesn't look bad when you turn it around and get it on your window. So, and we've got some more colors, Mike, that I've got a special right here I'm going to show you. We're still experimenting with the colors. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they look really, really good.
Yeah, they I mean, I thought we done real good, but I want to show you this one right here. This thing here is. Let me get this thing out of here. All right, Dylan, get us a close up of that. That's a gold. Reflective looking. I hope you can tell. I know that white background is shading it out, but when I get it tilted down a little bit and get that light off of it, it looks really good.
Yeah, when you get the right angle, it looks real good on the screen there.
Yeah, it's that thing's got a lot of reflectability to it. It's I don't know what you'd call that, a diamond print type deal. but it doesn't look bad. And I've got a few of those, and we're going to make some more of them. So
yeah, they look real good. And Mike's volume come through fine on his fishing film there.
good. That's what we was concerned about, because we couldn't hear a thing on this end, and we thought, what is going on? So that sounds real good, Mike Pennington. That's really good. We're glad to hear that. But
I just want to know how many payments that he's got to make on a load that motor.
yeah, he's keeping that a secret. He's keeping that a secret. I can tell you that right now.
I don't want my wife to know.
Yeah.
I know what they run.
Yeah, that's a fact. I tell you what, this we was talking about last week. Hey, hold on and let me see if I can get this other caller right here. Just stay with us.
Oh.
Hello, caller. Hello.
Let's see if she ring that.
Who? I don't know. Who. They didn't answer. I cut them off, didn't I? Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, I'm watching you.
Perfect. Now, Larry, that's you, ain't it?
No, this is Mike Richardson. You've never met me.
Oh, Mike Richardson. Okay. How about you, Mike?
I watch your show every week.
Well, I'm proud to hear that.
And I love it.
I'm glad somebody's watching.
And I do a lot of shopping out of Edgemore Bait and Tackle too, because of you guys.
Well, we appreciate that, and I know Jim does too. And
yeah, I told them last time I was in there that I got their advertisement off of your show.
Well, man, that's wonderful. That's
so I'm hoping that maybe you'll get more sponsors.
Yeah, well,
I love you because I really enjoy watching your show.
Well, man, I really appreciate it, and we're glad to hear that. And
Reynolds Racing Boat Place there in Kingston.
Yeah.
Have you got the number there where I can write that down, please?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay,
if you'll call 882
882
6700.
6700.
Yes, sir. 6700.
Who
Glenn Reynolds is who you want to ask for.
Yeah, his main store is right there in Harriman.
What I'm looking for is, my understanding that sometimes they've got some of those boats on sale for kids.
Yeah.
I want to buy me a new boat. What I'm looking for.
Well, he's
upgrade.
Good. He's got a couple of those express boats down there that's got the that's set up for these high school kids. They've got a great price on them.
What's the price of those things? You got any idea?
Around 30.
30,000.
Yep.
Just for the boat.
Yeah.
I've got an engine. I've got a 150 Optimax on a big 20-footer of mine.
Well, no, these come with the engines, depth finders, and trolling motors. I think
take my engine off of my boat and put it onto one of those.
Yeah. Well, you need to give them a call and go down and look what they got.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Good to hear from you. We appreciate the nice words, bud.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
See you. Okay.
Have a good day.
You too, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Well, it's good to hear that kind of talk, Mike.
Yeah, he's the first one that's ever called in and said that you didn't pay him to.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I hear you. No, we're glad that we got some people out there like that, because if Edgemore Outdoors and he can't go wrong.
No.
Ain't no way.
No.
And Reynolds has got some nice boats down there, and I hope he gets hooked up.
Yes, sir.
Sure do.
He's got the #1 boat as far as I'm concerned in that express when it comes to aluminum boat.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Okay, caller.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, is that you, Mike?
Yeah, I got cut off.
Yeah, I thought I had you on hold there, but it cut you off. But I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's no problem, man. yeah, listen, you got to send me your address on these stickers once you decide what you want.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, yeah, so that I can get you some. I don't know what color you think you might want, but we've got we started out with 6 main colors, or five main colors, and now we're up to about 8. So, and working on more. You know, you can get this material about any color that you want. So, if you got a special color that you want, let me know and we'll try to get it.
Well, that's the reason I was wanting to know what colors you got, so I can kind of figure out which one's probably going to look the best on my vehicle there.
Yeah.
And that caller had mentioned Glenn's there a while ago.
Yeah.
You know, and Glenn don't never tell this, but Glenn is a very, very good auto parts store there in Harriman.
Right.
Which he don't push it, but I don't know if everybody realizes that or not.
No, it's Central Auto Parts is on one side of the building, and the marine dealership on the other side. So they sell a lot of automobile parts down there. I'm telling you. I mean, I've never went in there if somebody wasn't standing at the counter ordering a bunch of stuff. So you're exactly right.
I've seen the boats that he set up for the high schools, and those are really nice setups.
What have you noticed on them, Mike? I mean, you know, I know they got the engine, the electronics, the trolling motor. I mean, they're supposed to be water ready.
Well, the one that I seen didn't have the engine on it yet that he had sitting out there, but just seen the motor, and I'm not sure what electronics, but they were in the process of, putting it together and everything.
Yeah, rigging them out. He said they're supposed to be ready to go, and they had them priced pretty dang good.
They're 18-footers?
18-footers, yeah. Sure are.
Yeah. And, of course, he's always got some really good deals on used boats.
Yeah. Most of the time he really does, because he takes him a used boat for a new one, and he does all right. Let me... Mike Pennington, let me catch this other call. If I cut you off, call us back. Hello, caller.
Hey.
Yeah.
This is Mike Richardson again.
Yes, sir, Mike.
Your stickers that you had.
Yeah.
That you got your showing there.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'd like to have one of those. I'd like to have one of those that's red.
Okay.
The next time you see Keith who lives there in Kingston.
Yeah.
Will Cox?
Give him one of those red decals you've got that says, "Let's go fishing."
All right. That's Keith. What's his last name?
I don't know his last name.
Will
The reason
Cox?
I know him is a friend that works with me.
Yeah.
Knows Keith real well. They work together somewhere out in Pennsylvania.
You talking about Keith Wilcox?
Wilcox, that sounds like a name. He just bought a brand new fancy boat.
Yeah.
And you guys, supposedly, I believe he's going out with you guys and learn how to read the depth finders and stuff.
Yeah. He's with Mike, my brother here. Him and Keith's been fishing several times already, so we'll get you a sticker.
That's one of the reasons I watched the show. I'm just wondering if I could ever see what Keith looks like, because I've never met the guy.
Well, when they get together next time, we'll have Mike take his picture.
I'd like to see that.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. See you.
Bye.
All right.
Thank.
Okay. All righty. That's good to hear from him again. Now let's see if we still got Mike Pennington on there. Hello. Cut him off again. Okay.
Heard he.
Now we got them all cut off now. Okay. All right. Now, let's get to the decals right here. These things look, I think they're awesome. They turned out, after 3 or 4 tries, we finally got what we thought was a pretty good product. And I got a white one in the window of my truck on the driver's side, and I'm fixing to put another one on the passenger side. I just haven't decided what color to put on there yet. I'm thinking chartreuse. You know, all fish, if you're a fisherman, if you ain't got chartreuse, you ain't got something right. So It's like the old Crabtree told me one time, so there's only two colors, and that's chartreuse and chartreuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, caller.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Hey, can you hear me?
That's Keith there.
Yeah, Keith. I can hear you. Get up here, Mike, where you can talk to him.
Yeah.
Well, this is Keith Wilcox. I'm just calling in to say hi.
Yeah. That's
Good.
great.
Good to hear from you, Keith. Sure is. You
Yeah.
got a friend. You got a fella on. Did you hear his call in a minute ago?
I did.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just been kind of under the weather there for a little bit, and I'm fixing to get back in the saddle and go out this weekend. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds good, buddy. We're glad to hear it.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get out there and get some crappie. But yeah, I'll take one of them stickers as well.
All righty. We'll get. What color do you want?
I think one of them green ones would be good.
The chartreuse or the other green?
The chartreuse looks good.
Okay. All right. That's Magnificent Wonder. Well, I'll show it to you right there. Let's see. Yeah. Put that up on the. Get a picture of that, Dylan. On your other camera there. Close up. Yeah, there you go. What do you think about that now, Keith?
Well, it's a little behind on the thing, but it did look good. So.
Yeah. All right. 10-4. Maybe that.
Well, y'all have a very good time, and Mike, I'll give you a ring here next day or so.
All right.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
All right.
Good to hear from you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you, man. Okay. Now, Dylan, I got to show Larry Melton that these things will separate. Larry, get us on that close-up camera. Man. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, you just had Keith on the phone.
Yeah, that was right. He sure was.
Okay.
We'll
Now, Keith, the friend that I'm talking about, his name is Jim McKinney.
Jim McKinney. Okay. Well, Keith should still be listening there, Mr. Richardson.
What do you get for those? What do you get for those Let's Go Fishing decals?
They're $5 a piece.
Okay.
So we're going to send you one and Keith one through Mike here, my brother, and
Very good.
And he'll settle up with you when you get it.
Sure.
All righty.
If I had your address, I just write you a check and send it to you.
Well, just
Or I'll have my buddies give Keith $5.
that'll be fine, and
I'll have Keith pick me up one of those red stickers.
all right,
for my truck.
All right, that'll be good. We appreciate you advertising for us.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Okay. Let me try this one more time. Now, Larry Melton, I just want to prove to you that thing will separate. I had to take my pocket knife and cut a little corner there, and it just fell right in, just come right apart. But what you want to do with this is when you're pulling this thing apart, this is just like wax paper on the back side. Just pull it real slow and make sure you don't, when you start pulling the number or the letters up off the other sheet, just kind of go back and mash it down with your finger. But this thing will separate, and I'm not going to do it all. But you just pull real easy, and it leaves the decal on on the other reverse sheet. Then when you get to your window, you line it up and just stick it on where you want it, and just kind of rub it down. There's a little styrofoam thing. You can use a credit card or any kind of little old flat edge thing to smooth that out on your window, and you want to start, put it up there and just work your way across. Once you get it lined up, and then it's on there. Then you peel the front side off, and if it tries to pull the letter up, just go back, rub it down a little bit more, and then this front side will leave it on the window. But that's that's how it works, Larry. So I hope you can get your decals on. The trick is getting that thing started, getting you a corner, and once you get that wax paper peeling off the back side, then this thing's ready to stick on your window. But yeah, like I said, I have a hard time getting them started. I just had to take my knife and kind of cut the corner a little bit, and it just popped right open. So that's the trick to it, just getting that back side coming off.
That's right.
Yeah, hard to get it opened up, but once you do, it's pretty simple at that point. Okay, all right, Mike, tell us about the fishing trip. You started there and was getting good phone calls.
Like I say, I didn't get the first crappie till I got out there in 20 foot of water, and I think the deepest one was at 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, between the stripe and the bluegill and a little bitty crappie, it didn't take long. Them 24 minnows is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
I said, hey, I don't know what to think about it, but it's something else down there. But now, you know, that fishing report thing you read there last week was talking about them catching some up there in 10 foot of water and stuff. But I tried 2 or 3 places like that around some boat docks and shallower brush and stuff, but I never couldn't get a hit, you know. So
yep.
I just kept easing out, trying deeper stuff until I got out there 20 foot or so.
Mm-hmm.
And started catching them.
Right. Well, so the crappie, even though the small ones, you was catching them in about 20 foot of water.
Yeah, between 20 and 25 foot or in there.
Mm. What was the water temperature down there?
69.
69?
Started off with, yeah. There.
Just right quick, we're already down to 12 minutes left in the show. I want to run through our sponsors here right quick. We got IUOE, Reynolds Racing and Marine, Tim's Tires, Edgemore Outdoors, Givens Creations. All those numbers are up on the screen. Do remember our sponsors. And we're glad to get the phone calls tonight from Mr. Richardson and Mike Pennington. That kind of, those people are loyal to the show. They watch us about every week. I don't know why, because sometimes Mike don't have much going on. He don't catch anything, and we don't have any film. So
yeah, that's for sure.
But I knew Saturday I had my camera in the boat, and I stayed hunkered down trying to stay dry, and I didn't want to get the camera wet. Which Wesley and them were up there fishing, but we didn't catch anything. So I kept thinking, now if they do get a fish on, how am I going to do that in all this rain? I said, well, I'll try to hold it under my head, but they didn't get a fish on, so I hated that. But I thought, well, at least I didn't get the camera soaking wet. I didn't know if that thing would film through a sandwich bag or not, but I didn't have one to try it. But anyway, it worked out. We just didn't get on any fish up there. That's just the bottom line. And they had, we were boat 206, and I think they had about 247 or maybe 257, somewhere in that neighborhood. The place was packed, Mike, I'm telling you. You've been up there when we've had them 200 boat tournaments, parking is, they had us over in the grass. We came back through the campground and back down towards the highway there, and backed in, pulled in the grass, and they handled it well. They really did. They had some good help, people parking you and helping you get the boat in and flagging the traffic, and it went good. They done a good job. So I think they got one more here in November sometime, and then that'll do the fall till come spring.
Yeah.
We'll go from there. But folks do remember our sponsors, and you know what we talked about with these decals. I think they look great, and we're going to sell them for $5 a piece. I have to pay to have them made, and we're taking the money we get off of these decals to try to pay the bills over here at the studio, or help pay the bills at the studio. Yeah, in other words, so that's the whole purpose for them, and plus they look good. I'm really tickled with that one in my back window, and like I said, I'm thinking about putting one on the other side. Yeah, they look, yeah. And I'd like to have a couple on the side of my engine on my boat.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt a thing.
Wouldn't hurt a thing.
No.
Wouldn't hurt a thing.
Sure would. So anyway, we do remember sponsors, and we got Zach's Rustic Flags. You know, we talked about that. The boy made this in here behind us, and we're getting to show it every week, and he done a good job on that. And then like Mike Pennington said, you know, Reynolds Racing Marine does sell a lot of automobile parts. That's Central Auto there in Harriman. He's got boat business there too, and then he's got the satellite store over there on Ray Street there going into Kingston. So I remember them. And Tim's Tires, I had a guy text me last week, "Hey Steve," said, "can you get me a good deal on tires at Tim's?" I said, "They don't have nothing but good deals." I mean, it's just you know, bottom line, they don't have nothing but good deals, and so I texted him back. I said, "Yeah, just go down there or call them. That'll be you can get a good deal." So I haven't heard back from him to see if he got his tires or not, but you can't beat them down there. And then we know about Edgemore Outdoors and Pamela Ann's Fudge and Candies there in Oliver Springs. But you know, don't forget our sponsors, because we couldn't do this thing without them. And the only thing missing over here is Mike catching any fish.
That's right.
That's the only thing missing. You know, we got some good people to work with, and just don't have any fish catching. You know, Mike, you're gonna have to do something.
I can't blame it on the minnows, because they catching fish, but they just ain't no size to them.
Well, what do you think? What's the deal with that? I mean,
I don't know.
You know, if you're catching all them, usually the big ones, you catch 4 or 5 of them. Then when you stop catching the good ones, it's all the little ones, and that means you've cleaned. You know, you've got the big ones out of that hole. You got to go move again. Tony
may have come through and cleaned them out for me.
He may have. He may have. I don't know for sure, but we'll. What colored sticker did Mike Pennington say he wanted? Did he say? Or he was trying to decide, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyway, Larry Melton, I hope I helped you on getting your decal straightened out where you can get them on your vehicles and that kind of thing. Mike Pennington, you'll just have to call me at home or whatever on my cell phone. Let me know what you're thinking, and I appreciate you talking to us tonight. Listen, I've got a couple of minutes left here. You know, I caught the news the other night, and TVA was on there talking about all the water that was in the reservoirs from Fontana on down to Loudon, Norris, all the way down to Watts Bar. But all of our lakes are up high right now. Cherokee was only down, they said 10 foot. It might have been 10 foot, but there's a lot of water in Cherokee. You know, they were talking about getting rid of some of this water, getting prepared for because we had, you know how much rain we had back in the spring and filled up all the lakes, And so now they're kind of over full.
Well, yeah,
And
with,
they're trying to get rid of
18 inches above normal.
Normal, yeah.
So, you know, that's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. So they're trying to get rid of it, get, you know, set up for this winter, and come spring next year, so they got to release a lot of water.
You got the hurricanes and everything flooding everything down the Mississippi and down there and stuff, so they can't dump water to, you know, without making it even worse down that way. So
Yeah.
you know, you got to hold it.
That's true. So anyway, if you are out on the water, remember safety, life jacket. You know, we fish a lot with them in the box, and when we're just down there fun fishing, I guess. But that's not a good practice. So I've got trying to get into the habit of taking mine, and if I'm not wearing it, put it across the back of my seat there, and then that way something happens, maybe I can at least get a hold of it. But the best thing to do is wear the thing. So, and then the cooler weather, it's a lot easier to keep it on.
It is.
It you know, it kind of helps hold the heat in, makes it a little warmer, without a doubt. And so, do be safe. God bless you all. We'll see you next week. Let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TVA sites, the outside contractors. We're just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment, good chance that you'll see an operating engineer on it, rather it be Barnhard. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David. I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing in the river.
Amen. Let's all stand together. Let's sing this great hymn. Hymn number 402. Isn't the love of Jesus something